Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On 2. 11, 11, 11.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be upended at the 20. Just a 3-yard gain there. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you create...
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
They'll start out here with the option left. Gets through and now an opening. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The Dolphins had 8-6 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
To throw, it's Lance. Quick hitch, complete. It's Hill. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Shot, 17. Set, go.
Brown. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that.
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. His second rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Bobby Brown on the tackle. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 11
MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
Here we go,
They work now on 2nd and 9.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
I'm one, ready?
Now 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To the air again, Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
43 rail. Ready.
They go with Brown. Dances by him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Now a stoppage here, as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Here we go.
They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A give to the fullback on the dive. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
The end result is brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They go play action with Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
11 MP, take.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Goes right back to Smith again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
12.
Fournette running out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
11 MT.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles. But you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
11 mighty.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as get it at the 25.
Ready, break.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Strike it.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
11, Thomas.
2nd and 10.
11.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd down and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
On one, ready?
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
11. Stop.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Here we go.
2nd and 9.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas. Stop.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down. Ready?
Lance now on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 32 yards away. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll run it here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here's 2nd and 7. Up the gut, Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. While the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people, they certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for two here. They will run it. It's Fournette, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Dolphins 7. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And Lance now to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Brown will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
11 MT, take.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Burrow from his own end zone. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Elijah Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have needed a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after here coming up. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
On 2, ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. 12, stop.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means that
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's a big
touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. Down the right sideline. And all the way in from Miami, touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. If they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
52 black.
Here's Brown on second down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Lance. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Lance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Lance back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is 1st and 10. Now Lance. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Here's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Red, yellow. On the ball.
Lance looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This is caught by Waddle. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for Cincinnati, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on